Okay, hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a little of the emotional intelligence, which is for me any kind of strange because I was looking for something information in internet, so I searched that there are some kinds of intelligence which are the mathematical, the logical, interpersonal, intrapersonal. Okay, but that's not the point. It's that exists eight kinds of intelligence which is related to the ability to the person. For example, if a person has a direction to the music, this person has a musical intelligence. So if a person like to practice sports or maybe like to move the body to acquire the knowledge, he has a kinesthetic intelligence. So but in other hand, there was some researches that says that the emotional intelligence has a lot of relation with the feelings with the person, how to manage other persons. Okay, as a concept of multiple intelligence is that emotional intelligence is the ability to identify and manage the own emotions and the other emotions of different persons. It generally includes some skills that can help the person to know what's the other person feeling and how does the person have to behave to try to calm down the person, try to manage in a better way. For example, there are some kind of person so there's who really get angry easily. So you have to know how to manage the situation, and in that way, and the multiple intelligence is that which is going to help you in that way. Also, why is important the emotional intelligence? Each person contains has feelings, so he has to know what feeling does he have to include, and also he has to keep in mind that emotions of other person are not the same the emotions of the same people, but in that case, both intelligence helps a lot. The intelligence that you contain and the intelligence that you have to apply to the person to avoid that he get angry or maybe he can feel bad or things like that. Okay, there are not types of emotional intelligence, but this contains some tips, some divisions that you have to keep in mind at the moment to identify these kind of things. The first one is that the self-assessment. Self-assessment means that person has to recognize the emotions. And in some cases, people don't show the emotions. For example, people can feel bad, but they are laughing in that moment. So in that way, this is going to be very useful at the moment to know maybe if the person needs help, maybe he needs support for you, and it's going to help a lot of the other person, and also it's going to help you a lot of you because you are going to know how to manage the situation. Also, the safe regulation. This is related to the behavior, the good behavior. So maybe some person is not agree with your ideas, maybe is against with the things that you think. So you have to keep in mind that, yeah, the one of the most important characteristics in the emotional intelligence or the type is that the self-regulation is gonna be important because you have to respect and you have to share with other persons your ideas, but don't try to get in a discussion, maybe things like that. And finally, the empathy and compassion. Empathy is a feeling that you get in the shoes of the other person. So maybe you don't want to do something that you're not going to do something that you don't want to do it for you. So the empathy is really important in that kind of intelligence. And finally, why emotional intelligence is important is because it helps you to manage situations with person who has difficult problems. You don't know how to manage the feelings of this person, and also because it gets you a lot of empathy that I think that is really important in that way. As a conclusion, I think that emotional intelligence are the feelings of how you feel, and also the how emotions of other person, how to manage other person in a good way. And I think that maybe as I said before, can calm down people, and also it's gonna help you a lot in your life. So that's it. Thank you.